most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant bride, most briskly and juvenile, most eke, most lovely too, as true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at these two.
9 is 2, man, for you must not speak that yet. That's your answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once. Cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is passed. It is never tired.
As true as heart that yet would never tire. There's but now do I love thee.
My masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn. Why do they run? This is the knavery of them to make me afeard. Oh, bottom, Lord Cheech, what do I see on thee? You see an asset of your own.
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. The word translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down, and I will sing. They shall hear I am not afraid. The blackbird with its black feathers, with orange tawny bill, the thrush with its clear voice, and the small winged chirp.
What angel awaits me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the lark, and the sparrow, the cuckoo with its simple song, and many men here, but none dare say no to
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored to thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues forth perforce doth move me, that on first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you have little reasons for that, and yet to say the truth, love and reason keep little company nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors would not make them friends. Nay, I can click upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I could find my way out of this own wood, I would learn my own turn.
Out of this one do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no.
I am a fairy of no common rate, and the summer still doth tend upon my state. I do love thee, therefore go with me. I shall give thee fairies to attend thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou like an airy spirit shalt go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentlewoman. Hop in her walks and gambol in her eyes. Feed her with apricots, dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from her sleeping eyes. Not to her else, and do her courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail, hail, hail.
I cry your worship's mercy. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I do desire you more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I make bold with thee. Your name, honest creature?
Peas blossom.
Pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. I do desire you more acquaintance also. And you, child?
Mustard seed.
Oh, mustard seed, I know your patience well. That giant, cowardly-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I pray you, your kindred had made my eyes water ere now. I do desire you more acquaintance too. And you?
Ma, come, wait upon her, lead her to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with the watery eye, and as she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity, tie up my love's tongue, bring her silently. if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallow, thick-skinned, the barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook her scene and entered in a break. When I did she at this advantage take? An ass's knoll I fixed on her head. Anon, her Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they her spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, and at her sight away her fellows fly. But at our stamp, here or one falls, he murder cries and help for Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost in their fears thus strong, need senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns of their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This works out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now would I chide, but I should use thee worse, for I fear thou hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'ershoes in the blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he unto me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
And so should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
But what's this to my Lysander? Where is he, O Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I would rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of a maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. For once, tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him in his sleep? O brave touch, could not a worm, an adder do as much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine thou serpent never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
Tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege to see me no more. And from thy hated presence heard I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here there for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender ear I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue a true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then Phaetor rules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens seek thou find. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go! Swifter than arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. So when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her forever.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. This must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. See, when I vow, I weep. And so vows are born, and in their nativity all truth appears. Why should these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy prey. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, you found it yet perfect divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? The crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe it shall. Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting girl, that pure congealed white high tar snow, fanned with the eastern wind turns to a pearl. Oh, when thou holdst up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of the universe.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil, just, or knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, when you as join in souls would mock me too? If you were men, as men you are, and show you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my heart as I do. Hate me with your heart. You were both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you support.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And to yours of Helen, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep that Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. To her my heart, but as guest do I sojourn. And now to Helena, visit home return, there to remain.
Helen, it's not so.
This bronze but faith thou dost not know. Lest to that peril thou buy it dear. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love can press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more doth the night than all you fiery O's in eyes of light. But why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid! Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when they have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us? Or is it all forgot? All school's days friendship, childhood innocence. Will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in mocking your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Had you not said Lysander, as in scorn,